Fine. So what we will do for server part, we'll take one router. This is our DHCP server, our DHCP server, and we'll take one access switch. Only one VLAN we will configure here. Only VLAN by default one is there. So that VLAN will get the IP address. So we'll take some PCs. Apart from that, one server. Which server? This is our DNS server. We'll take DNS server. This is DNS server. Fine. Connectivity will. For time being, I'll use only three connected and one more. This one. What we will do, we'll give the IP address statically on the server. So in real time also, statically we'll configure because we have a two methods. Why we will configure the statically means we don't want to change IP address again and again because we will configure the server IP address DNS server IP address that is it is permanent. So we don't want to change again and again. So it will be changed again and again. Whenever you are configuring the DHCP, who and all free, those will be, they will get the IP address. So config. So for that, we'll take one range of pool. That is the default gateway also, 192.168.10.1, our default gateway. This is a pool only we'll create here. So first, we'll create pool. So easy commands are there. IP and DHCP, give pool name here. Pool and give the any word, any pool. It's will configure LAN pool. Any name you can give the ABC something. Any name you can give it. It will be accept. I'll give the LAN. Full name is LAN. Fine. Now we move to configuration of DHCP. Now you can verify the configuration part changes. So we'll create before that I'll forget to give the IP address and no shutdown also. First we'll configure that. Then I'll come to back. Come back to here. First and 0 by 1, 0 and give the IP address 192.168.10.1. This is our default gateway also for end users and IP address of this fast Ethernet 0 by 0 interface also. And use no shutdown because you can check the red interface. Color is red means that is shutdown mode. So again, what I did earlier, I have used this command IP DHCP pool name is LAN. So after that, give the question mark here. So default gateway, DNS server, domain name, and network. Here you can give this many things. So first we'll give the network. We'll create pool. In that pool, we'll give the network pool also. First, we'll start 192 dot. So for that, use network command. Network 192.168 dot. So here give the after network, give the question mark network number in dotted decimal number. So IP address. So whichever the IP address is there, that should be IPv4 format we have to give. So 192.168.10 dot. So if it is a starting range, whichever you are giving, that is a starting range. So I'll give a starting range is 10. We'll assign some IP addresses for them also. Server. If we have multiple servers, we can those it won't take. It will be start. The range is 192.168.10.10. It will start the range. After then the end range, network mask end range is here 255.255.255.0. So done. This is the pool I have created. Apart from that, I'll create one DNS server. DNS server IP address, whichever we are planning to configure in this DNS server 192.168.10.5. We'll configure this DNS server as a 5 IP address. and will exclude also this IP address. So if you are not excluding this IP address, then this IP address will get the other PCs. So we have to exclude that also. How we'll exclude? I'll show you. Set IP address of DNS server. Okay, we'll set the IP address 192.168.10.5. So nothing. Apart from that, we'll configure a default gateway. If you are not configuring default gateway, this end user, they won't get the default gateway. Default gateway is like if you want to reach a different network, we need a default gateway. If you are not configuring default gateway, then definitely we cannot able to reach another networks, another branches, another departments, another network basically. So we'll configure default gateway also. 10.1. So this is the make sure whichever the interface you are configured here, fast Ethernet 0, the connectivity, make sure that interface should have to default gateway. Done. So nothing required domain name and that leave it now for time being. Now verified. Show IP DHCP pool. So verification command I have done. So till leased addresses, no leased, excluded addresses, no excluded. I haven't excluded any addresses. How we will exclude, I'll show you later on. First, we'll give the IP addresses. Now, DHCP pool I have created. Show running configuration of pipe section DHCP. You can verify what we configured here. I have configured DHCP pool, that is LAN, and I have assigned the pool, the entire pool. So that pool from starting and end. So here you can check. DNS server IP address is this one. So 10 already I started, right? So if you want to explode, before that, we'll check the IP address, how they are getting. So first, if you are configuring statically means it will be take time taking process, 10.10 something. It will be time taking process. So that is the reason we have a DHCP concept to DHCP dynamically to get the IP address. So just click on this. Yes, we got the IP address which we configured. So IP address is 192.168.10.2. Even though we created a pool from starting range, but we haven't excluded it. Excluded, that is the reason it is getting the IP address 192.168.2. So this will be get 3. Yes, this PC will get 4. Yes, connectivity will do. So these PCs will get the IP address, which IP address they will get, and what is the reason behind. Now tell me. This PC3 is getting IP address is API IP address. Why it got API IP address? Why it got a API IP address? 169.254.13.74. What is the reason behind that? Check this PC. But this PC got a 5. But this PC got earlier API IP address because when we configured, the port is orange color, now green color. Okay, that is the reason. After some time, it will become the IP address. Understood? So when I'll take one new PC, so I'll connect it to this PC. So the orange color is there. So port is down till because behind HTTP is working. So that is the reason we'll use port fast. We don't want to initiate STP packets on this access ports. So now we got a people address because of this port is orange color. Port is now trying to come up. It is STP process is working on this port. That is the reason. So now this PC got IP address 6. Done. But we configured the IP address of this is a DNS server IP address 192.168.10.5. but this PC got 5. So the reason behind that is the reason we have some excluded commands. Config T, IP, DHCP. So we'll use excluded some IP addresses. Except that IP address, entire pieces will be get excluded IP address. The range will be start from 192.168.10.1 to end IP highest range is 192.168.10.9 to this. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 9 we can able to exclude it. So this it means in this range they will not get the IP addresses. Who end users will not get the IP address. So now again earlier the IP address is 2. Now again which IP address it will be get you can check. Now 10. Got it? Earlier this PC got IP address is 3. So this is the very easy. Yes, we got 11. Now try to ping how it is getting the IP addresses. Everyone understood? So through dynamically, if you want to verify, show IP DHCP pool. So here you can get leased addresses are 6 and excluded address is 1 only because this is the excluded address. So even though they got, that is the reason it has showing. So who got the IP address? This PC got the IP address. So no, the IP address is gone. So no, you can check here. If you are trying to give also, it won't direct. After 24 hours, it will take automatically IP address. So we'll configure here statically 192.168.10.5 and mask also same and default gateway is 192.168.10.1 and DNS server also itself 192.168.10.5. Done. I have configured DNS server on try to ping to web browser. Try to ping. Before that, we'll discuss packet flow also here. After then, we'll discuss these things. What I'll do, just leave it. I'll attach one more PUC and we'll check the how the layer 4 and layer 5 they are getting the IP addresses. I'll show you. And so just we'll click on here and just try to get IP address through DHCP. So how the process is working? See, DHCP process will start. So you can check DHCP. So he initiated one message. So which layer? In layer 7, DHCP packet server. So it is broadcasting that information. So DHCP port number is 68 because this is a PC. So DHCP client having port number is 68. As we discussed theoretically, DHCP port or client is 67. It's done. But broadcasting the information, you don't have IP address. That is the reason broadcast the information. D0.0.0. 0.0.0 means it is default IP address. So that is broadcasting. In layer 2 also broadcasting information. So physical layer. Got it? Raj.
Yeah.
So here port numbers are there.
Yeah,
68.
yeah, I can see that.
Yes, that is what. It is broadcasting the information. So with port numbers, we can it is identifying the service. So after that, next packet it reaches to switch and switch what it will be to broadcast. So entire $1 is there. Yes. So everyone got the packets. So later on, what happened? Again, STP working here. So ARP request is generated because we don't have ARP also. So done. So He got the arc. Then he initiated DHCP discover packet already, and this PC will give the TCP. Oh, we have taken more pieces. That is the reason here multiple logs are originating. So now, okay. So here the PC six also got a reply, and we need a PC7. Okay, this one is PC7. Now he got the who's giving the reply now? The server is giving the reply. This is the server machine is giving the reply here. So 68 and 67. So till he haven't get the IP address. So here, so 192.168 dot this message also it's initiated server machine only for whom this is a server machine initiated for this user. So multiple pieces are there. You attach limited pieces, then check the configuration step by step. It will be get the IP address definitely. This is PC6. How they got will check. So anyway, the process is likewise only. The DORA process behind the work, it will be work. Discover offer request. Then check here. All the packets are landing in the system. So why it got a IP address. So this PC got the APIPA IP address because the earlier port connectivity is down. That is the reason. So this is what. Now again, what we will do, initiate the message. Now you can check here, APIPA IP address got, that is the reason. So if we got the whichever the IP address, then we will get entire proper details. So now somehow it got the IP address. So likewise, the process will be happen in this discover offer request. So that is the reason it's a layer 7 protocol. So now we'll move to DNS, how we can able to reach the Windows to web browser. This is a web browser I'm using here. So use IP address 192.168. What I mentioned, we can resolve IP address to domain and domain to IP address. I am resolving now IP address. We know IP address. That is the reason we can able to resolve. From whom this packet is initiated for him. This is a DNS server actually. Here DNS server initiated packet. Then he is giving the reply. Is giving the reply. So port number 53. 53. Now check here. Likewise, you can hit anything. You can verify. This is a browser. we can able to reach. That is the reason it's application layer. It will work on application layer. DNS also will work on application layer. So if you want to more configuration part, okay, you can configure here. Just go to services and use DNS and create one abc.com in this name abc.com and give the IP address is 192.168.10.5, the DNS server IP address, and add that tool, add that DNS server request. So here we created abc.com, type is a name, and the IP address of this one, 192.168.10.5. So try to communicate now. Earlier we communicate through IP address. Now try to communicate through this PC. Through this PC will communicate. Okay. Different VC. Now IP address you can check this. We have. So now communicate. So remove some pieces here. So now I'll open the browser. Type abc.com. It is resolving the IP address. If it is not resolving, then something issue is there. How will troubleshoot it? First, DNS and pool is there 192.168.10.5. So now try to NS lookup. Not working properly. Yeah. Well, request time out. So wait. It will not working properly. Anyway, one ninety two dot one sixty eight dot 10.5 is working, but abc.com. So it is not resolving means yes. See, haven't turned on it. So that is the reason. Just make sure turn on here also. Then only it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. What I am doing. Stop. I'll close it. I'll use the different PC. So abc.com. So you can verify that. If you want to change something here, yes, you can change here at HTTP and edit something page here. Give the any H1 column, H1 header one. Give hello and save it. Make a changes. You can verify it. I have configured. Yes, yes. Likewise, we can verify it. Likewise, we can verify. If you cannot able to find out, just use ns lookup also. There also you can verify in this ns lookup and abc.com. You can verify the IP address through ns lookup. Also, we'll troubleshoot in ns lookup through in real time also. Likewise, ns lookup is a command. It's window command. So where we can find out the our server IP address. So DNS server IP. We can verify it. So abc.com. Just I have typed. So we can verify the address of DNS. So we can able to reach also now from here also if you want we can check. So abc.com. So it is converting from IP address to domain name and domain name to IP address. That is what DNS. I believe today topic is clear. If you have any questions, ask me please.